Circle October 3rd, 2025. On that date, an object from another star system, 3I Atlas, slices past Mars close enough to turn the planet into a live fire exercise for every orbiter and rover we've ever sent. It's not the distance alone that has engineers sweating, it's the timing. While Atlas barrels through the Martian neighborhood, Earth goes radio blind behind the sun. For more than a month, the red planet is essentially on airplane mode. No course corrections, no quick saves, no second chances. If something breaks, we find out after the fact. Before we go further, sound off in the comments. Is flying an entire planetary fleet through an interstellar wildcard during solar conjunction reckless or unavoidable? On paper, the flyby looks safe. Closest approach sits around 0.19 to 0.20 astronomical units, about 30 million kilometers. In deep space terms, that's nearby. Add speed, roughly 68 kilometers per second, and you have a bullet that outruns contingency planning. Atlas is not a normal comet either. Its coma runs on carbon dioxide rather than water. It brightens in erratic pulses, and plume geometry refuses to match the standard models. The result is a visitor that telegraphs unpredictable in every dataset that matters. Here's the trap: conjunction. From early October through early November, the sun sits squarely between Earth and Mars. Our strongest radios get drowned in solar static. Ground controllers can uplink only the most time-delayed, low-rate commands, if any, and high-bandwidth telemetry is a fantasy. The only eyes on Atlas are the spacecraft already in Martian orbit: MAVEN, MRO, TGO, Mars Express, Tianwen-1, and even they may struggle to phone home. It's the worst moment to discover that Atlas has a talent for last-minute surprises. What's the worst case that doesn't involve a direct hit? Fragmentation. Imagine the nucleus shedding slabs and gravel at interplanetary speed while skimming Mars's orbital lanes. The fragments don't disappear. They seed cislunar Mars space with shrapnel. Some pieces shear into temporary orbits, some skim the atmosphere, some drift into the flight paths of our spacecraft. The debris field evolves, splits again, and metastasizes into a hazard you can't map in real time. Mars gets a Kessler syndrome in slow motion. Even if Atlas stays in one piece, the plasma risk is real. Comets aren't just dirty snowballs. They're electrical machines interacting with the solar wind. In 2014, a much tamer comet, Siding Spring, brushed Mars and lit the planet with ultraviolet auroras. Atlas brings a CO, too heavy coma, and a history of power surges in its light curve. During solar maximum. Now add the conjunction handicap. If a coronal mass ejection slams into Atlas's tail as Mars drifts through the blast zone, you could see global ionospheric storms. Sensors saturate. Star trackers drop lock. Fault protection kicks spacecraft into safe mode while no one on Earth can help. Call it a bloodless blackout, the kind that leaves no crater, just a fleet going quiet one by one. Rovers aren't spared by distance. Even without impact, a big outburst dumps fine dust and aerosols into the high atmosphere. Mars is famously sensitive to dust. It drives climate, power, and visibility. If Atlas injects enough particulates, you get a dimmer sky, colder nights, and solar panels that underperform just when ground control can't do power babysitting. Nuclear-powered platforms ride it out. Solar craft get pushed to the edge. Perseverance, Curiosity, Zhurong's legacy data, all at the mercy of a sky that might decide to turn down the light. Then there's the biosignature problem nobody wants to talk about in real time. An interstellar comet shedding CO2-rich grains means organics are on the table, complex carbon compounds that look a lot like the molecules we hunt for in ancient Martian rocks. If those grains fall out over Jezero, Oxia Planum, Utopia Planitia, anywhere near our sampling corridors, good luck untangling Martian organics from imported ones. One dusting event, and every future Life on Mars headline becomes a contamination debate. Phobos and Deimos complicate the chessboard.